You will die by my hand.
Monkey. He's talking about slicing through rocks. Brother, it is Frieza.
Especially if some spiky-haired space monkeys start getting...
Okay. You say that, but yet in the animation, it was close. It doesn't make sense. I feel like Frieza looking low diffs. I don't know. I do wonder if they're gonna get all their feats right. I feel like that's gonna be wrong in some way. That's what they usually get stuff wrong.
Cool.
Frieza's diminutive stature and faux gentility were intentionally deceptive and rooted in a surprising place. In response to the Japanese economic bubble at the time, Frieza's design was meant to evoke real estate speculators. Series mangaka Akira Toriyama has described such speculators as the worst sort of people. Yes, really.
I guess you could say Frieza is more than...
Bro, what is Akira Toriyama talking about? Why is it be realtors? Like what?
Meets the eye.
Realtors?
Wait, shit, that's
It's like colonizers.
Much is unknown about Frieza's alien race and heritage, only that he and his father were born as mutants with abnormally high power levels.
Like how the doc said, my blood alcohol level was 0.8 straight out the womb. Frieza was so
his race is a
strong
frost
that unlike
demon.
most Dragon Ball characters who transform to get stronger, Frieza transforms to get weaker. So he doesn't, like, accidentally nuke a planet. Only intentionally.
With his father's empire and army at his beck and call, Frieza would cross the universe, conquering worlds one by one, and selling them to the highest bidder. Just like real estate speculators.
And if anyone objected, he'd just kill them, their entire family, and everyone they ever knew. Just like real estate speculators. While he usually lets his weird, multicolored alien grunts do his dirty work for him, Frieza's not afraid to throw down himself, especially if some spiky-haired space monkeys start getting too uppity for their... Afraid to throw down himself, especially if some spiky-haired space monkeys start getting...
Okay, listen here. What's his name? Boomstick? That's crazy.
Uppity for their own good.
That is quite
Frieza's
crazy.
strength comes from his innate understanding and manipulation of his own ki, or life energy, which he can use to enhance his physicality or manifest into projectile attacks.
Like his classic Death Beam, Death Ball, Death Wave, Death Cannon, Death Saucers.
Monkeys.
Yeah, unsensitive theme here.
Frieza can move mountains with
I
his
know,
mind,
I
fire
know,
laser
DK.
beams from his eyes, create ki force
So I was
fields,
like,
and
what?
he even learned to sense the ki of others through sheer observation alone. He's fast enough to keep up with Goku's ki attacks, which, scaled to the ki he absorbed for his spirit bomb against Kid Buu, could move across the universe in less than a minute. That would be over 17 quadrillion times.
Okay. I might not be a mathematician. How do you even get this number? 17.9 quadrillion? Bro, what? Okay.
Times the speed of light, and he's gotten even stronger and faster since then.
You know you're a badass when you can stroll into Planet Vegeta, a planet filled with people who...
Wait, are they saying that's Are they saying that's his speed? No way. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way. That's his speed.
Times the speed in less than a minute. That would be over Kid enough to keep up with Goku's ki attacks, which, scaled to the ki he absorbed for his spirit bomb against Kid Buu, could move across the universe in less than a minute. That would be over 17 quadrillion times the speed of light, and he's gotten even stronger and faster since then.
You know you're a badass.
Okay.
As when you can stroll into Planet Vegeta, a planet filled with people whose only higher aspirations involve murder and hair gel, and talk shit like you own the place. And he got so paranoid about one of them getting strong enough to kick his
Bro
ass,
said,
he blew up the friggin' planet.
that is a horrible... That's not even like a...
10 times the gravity of Earth. This would mean it likely has 10 times the mass and 100 times the energy required to overcome its gravitational binding energy and destroy it. That's over
What are these numbers? You just seen that?
tons of TNT.
And that was in his weakest form. Too bad he kinda missed a spot. Or several, because a bunch of Saiyans survived to fight.
Look at these
another day.
monkeys.
Space genocide just ain't what it used to be.
This would come back to bite him.
Yeah,
when he
no,
was
the scaling is
finally forced to
insane.
confront the earthbound Saiyan Kakarot, and accidentally ended up being the reason he turned into the legendary Super Saiyan.
Like the albino dildo he is, Frieza has survived.
Bro, this dude is so weird. Like, what makes you want to say that? Y'all heard that?
into the legendary Super Saiyan.
Like the albino dildo he is, Frieza has survived being pounded
Bro,
by Broly
what?
for over an hour straight, crushed by Goku's Spirit Bomb, and then split in half, consumed by an exploding planet, and left afloat in the vacuum of space.
He can survive without the vast majority of his body, though unlike other Dragon Ball villains,
Nah,
he
Cell's
can't
peak.
heal on his own.
It didn't help him that much after he got his ass sent to hell, but because of that dragon in his balls, he was back at it again.
And with just 4
Dude,
months
this dude
worth
is
of
so
training,
sus.
the first time he'd ever trained in his entire life, Frieza was able to achieve a new transformation capable of
Nah,
surpassing
gold
the
made no
Super Saiyan,
sense, bro.
Golden Frieza.
All because
That's 11
there's gonna be a lot of pause in the video. All because he could train for a bit, he unlocks a form that's rivaling Super Saiyan God Blue. What? You know how hard it, like, bro, wait, what? It made no
The
sense.
laziness I aspire to, Wiz.
It made
Deviant
no
Art Frieza
sense.
Here lets him keep up with Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta.
A significantly weaker Super Saiyan God Goku could blow up the whole of Universe 7 in a punch clash with the God of Destruction, Beerus. And the shockwaves of their punches were able to reach the edges of existence in only a few seconds. Over 270 quadrillion times the speed of light. And that is before so many years of power-ups and training between then and now.
Totally crazy, but nothing compared
I'm not
to
gonna
his
lie,
newest
Megatron
and
is
greatest
smoked.
form.
A transformation capable of surpassing Goku's Ultra Instinct and Vegeta's Ultra Ego.
Oh yeah, spoiler warning by the way.
At this point, a transformation even stronger than
This transfer-
Gas, who was wished to be the strongest in the
Yeah,
universe.
Megatron doesn't stand a
He
chance,
literally
buddy. I'm
said
sorry.
F you to the Dragon Balls. This is
Black-
Black Frieza.
The all-seeing Oracle Fish had prophesied the coming of the universe's strongest, and perhaps he was talking about Frieza all along.
Come on, give us another prediction. Oh, Wiz, I think you're gonna die. No, for some godforsaken reason, he didn't use his newfound power to kill those pesky Saiyans. They were right there, you moron.
In fact, he once committed the archvillain's greatest sin and teamed
Nah,
up with
Jiren
them to
made no
save their universe
sense.
and beat Jiren,
Megatron getting
being
violated?
comparable to the gods of destruction.
Because no one's allowed to destroy the universe but him.
And that's a promise he means to keep. This
Okay.
almighty emperor will continue to rule the universe with an iron grip and a heart of ice.
Okay.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by NordVPN.
Okay, I
It's
see,
no
Zero. I
secret
see,
that
I see.
Wi-Fi networks, especially free public
Alright.
ones, can
Example,
You know what's crazy? I submitted an application for NordVPN for a sponsorship, and they said, "Hey, your numbers are too small." No, I was like, "Dang, bro! Like, send me something at least nicer." Like, "Oh no, unfortunately at the time, no, we don't accept anymore." Something like that. Like, dang, it was like a hard rejection. I'm like, okay, but hey, I got you. It was. I hurt my soul.
during our show.
Not for real.
You either die a hero, or you live
Nah,
long
size
enough
definitely
to see
matters.
yourself become the villain.
Or you live even longer and become
Chat, the
an
size
80s
matter?
toy commercial.
I think it does.
This is Megatron.
In Cybertron's ancient past, the planet was ruled by the
Racial
functionist
legend.
religious
You
order,
see?
which decreed
Yeah.
that
I
Transformers'
need that
natural
Racial
born
legend
ultimate
sponsorship.
mode determined their role and status in society, rather than letting them choose for themselves.
And that was
Born
back
into
when I was
this
getting like
oppressive caste system,
40,000 views a
Megatron
video.
of Tarn
They said
dreamed
no.
of something more.
Holy.
So this
What?
giant Hasbro toy robot, only $5.99 at your nearest
That was my-
Rite Aid,
my pre-fall
wrote a
off.
manifesto on peaceful dissent that got popular with the oppressed Cybertronian working class. So much so, in fact, that the Senate tried to have him assassinated.
What?
Whoa, politics alert!
After surviving that brush with death, Megatron was convinced that peace could never be an option. The only path left to overthrow the crippling social order was violent revolution.
So were the Autobots originally the bad guys
Interesting.
here? Optimus Prime, more like Optimus Crime. Never say the Megatron wasn't committed. The civil war he started between the two groups lasted 9 million fucking years.
9 million
And
years?
remember,
What?
Toy robots.
He was aided in his war efforts
There's not
by
no
his
toys.
immensely powerful fusion cannon, a giant laser bazooka that can hit targets from 12 miles away and level a small town in a single shot.
What's it gonna do to Frieza?
Projectiles
Bro,
are so fast, they're able to exit the atmosphere from ground level after only a single second. By scaling the distance of the Earth using the angle of this shot, the fusion cannon's projectile must be moving over 4,200 times the speed of sound.
But like me, the fusion cannon needs a little time to recharge
Okay.
between shots. So
I don't say
Megatron's
that's
got
not even a
some
good
tools
feat.
to keep the job going. He can close the distance
Bro, it's
with his
Frieza.
Energon mace and block blows with his Energon shield. It helps that Megs literally fought as a gladiator before his stunt as a revolutionary.
Ah, I
Megatron
see.
can fire lasers from his eyes and arms, launch buzzsaws strong enough to slice through solid rock, fly through the air, and open up a force field.
Okay, this has to be a joke. He's talking about slicing through rocks. Brother, it is Frieza. How is this even close?
Known as a panic bubble.
Now, it might seem like a huge flaw that it lets enemy combatants inside, but that's only until you realize it won't let them back out again. That's when the panic part comes in. Megatron's not trapped in there with you. You're trapped in there with him.
Man, I'd
Megatron's
drop off
Cybertronian body is
Cybertron. Just
strong
give me a
enough to
Glock.
match the Autobot leader Optimus
No,
Prime,
Kizzy.
who can toss around oil tankers weighing hundreds of thousands of tons. And Megatron's metallic hide was tough enough to survive an explosion so massive it launched the entire planet of Cybertron through space.
By taking a look at Cybertron's mass and how fast it was sent flying to get its overall kinetic energy, Megatron must have survived a blast equal to nearly 4.5 ninatons of TNT.
What in the asshole is this? How do you just calculate where the distance? Bro, how do you even calculate that? Bro, what? That's the...
Tron must have survived a blast equal to nearly 4.5 ninatons of TNT.
What's a
enough to
ninaton?
annihilate a small star. He can even keep up with Decepticons like Starscream, who can fly across the galaxy from Earth to Cybertron at hundreds of thousands of times the speed of light.
And he wouldn't be a Transformer without being able to transform into various vehicles. A tank, a stealth bomber jet,
And a gun! Just a gun. Walter B-38.
I hate this
in fact.
boomstick
I'm
dude.
sorry, Wiz.
He's annoying.
I know he's this tragic revolutionary corrupted by the cycle of violence or whatever, but that is the funniest shit I have ever seen. What does he have, like his Deceptive buddies point him at people and fire?
sometimes he can
Bro,
fire
the
himself.
slander's
Oh my
insane.
That looks even sillier.
They are
You may be laughing,
dissing,
but
bro. That's
Megatron is
crazy.
no joke. By utilizing space bridge teleportation technology, Megatron can establish a remote link up to a nearby black hole and teleport the antimatter it produces to his location.
Through his eyeballs.
Should
That's
matter
pretty
and
crazy.
antimatter meet, they will be mutually annihilated in a brilliant release of energy defined by E equals MC squared. It doesn't matter how durable the matter is, it will be destroyed at the subatomic level.
As Megatron's
Okay,
war
now
for
we're
control of
talking. That's
Cybertron
pretty
dragged
crazy.
on, all of his highfalutin ideals started to fall to the wayside.
In essence, there used to be a point to the war. Now, war was the point. His only goal left was to rule Cybertron with a literal iron fist.
That's where Megatron's
Like
greatest weapon
Doomfist.
came into play. His mind. The dude is a strategic and tactical genius who's always thinking 10 steps ahead.
Fought
Glazing.
powerful transformers like Grimlock, Predacate,
Who?
and the
Who?
Decepticon, a being with the power of an
Decepticon?
entire evil universe behind it.
He and Optimus have even fought Nova Prime and Regenesis Shockwave, both of whom could utilize the energy of that same universe.
Megatron once sealed himself inside an Omniglobe and commanded 1,000 real-life battles at once, funneling every
What?
iota of
That's
relevant
pretty
information into his brain at the same time. The sheer deluge of data would be incomprehensible for anyone without that supercomputer brain.
But all that robot ass kicking ended up as a draw, and the only true loser was Cybertron.
With the planet in ruins and its civilization extinguished, the Cybertronian Golden Age was long over. And the vanguard of its
Cybertronians.
destruction was Megatron.
Who's now a crusty Saturday morning cartoon villain with a voice that sounds like he smokes 40 packs a day and a hate boner for his boneheaded second in command, Starscream.
After countless
Bro,
millennia
what?
of a humiliating stalemate with his Boy Scout rival, Megatron's brilliant mind
Grandma said
finally
best transformer.
turned inward. He remembered that his early writings advocated for peaceful conversion and free thought instead of domination.
It took you 9 million years to remember why you started fighting in the first place? Would that memory get lost in the cloud?
In what was possibly his most surprising tactical move yet, Megatron saved the universe from annihilation as an Autobot.
What?
Wait,
He realized
what?
that after millions of years of indefinite war, the ideals that he fought for, freedom, justice, equality, had switched sides, and Megatron had to as well.
Turns out
Bruh.
there was more to this supervillain than met the eye, because true to his nature, Megatron transformed.
Okay, so he's a good
This
dude.
episode of Death Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Have you ever felt like your very own brain is getting in your way?
Yes, that's my daily life. But I look forward, not back.
Death
Alright.
Battle!
I just want to see the battle. Yeah, 2 sponsors is crazy. They ballin'. Oh, hey, Lil, that's insane.
Greetings, noble warrior of planet Cyber.
Yeah, I saw
whatever.
that.
I,
Bro,
Lord
Gar actually
Frieza,
violates her.
claim this world as my own. Cheer for me or face annihilation.
I have fought for my planet for eons. I would rather see it turn to ash than reside in your filthy hands, organic scum.
Yo, that's racist.
I love it when they monologue back. Kitty, I'll have to construct a new mothership from your corpse. What's wrong? Is that clunky robot body too slow to keep up?
Bro's talking crazy.
Should more than suffice, you blithering ponce.
Wait. No, wait. Let's backtrack. Frieza should be able to speed blitz Megatron. Especially if they use like the feats that they brought up. You know his name. He should have gotten speed blitzed, if anything. Am I tripping? Bro, what is this music? Die! Why won't you die?
Where'd you go?
Die! Why won't you die?
Huh?
Bro got that tank. Oh, bro went gold. Bro is so dead. There is no way Frieza loses.
Say goodbye.
You're dead. He is so dead. He is so dead. Oh, that was fast.
Well, doesn't this just always happen? I give it 5 minutes.
My planet!
Bro getting dipped.
Behold the mighty Lord Frieza, ruler of a dying planet. My planet. Where is your army? Where is your ship? So powerful, and yet you will wander the depths of space.
Bro, what's he yapping
for
about?
eternity, all because of me. What a fool.
You despicable cretinous worm! I'll torture you until your screams can be heard in the vacuum of space!
Yeah, tell him, Frieza.
Die a fool's death.
You You will die by my hand.
Monkey. Oh. Whoa.
Sabatronians must kill them all.
That's kind of racist.
KO! Wrong again, Frieza. It was actually 1 minute and 10 seconds. Idiot.
Megatron's ruthless
Okay,
resilience
I have
may
a lot of
led him to
problems
win
with
in
this.
Some scenarios, but Frieza's overwhelming
I have so many
power
problems
gave
with
him a
this.
clear edge.
Megatron's ace in the hole was his antimatter, which would have annihilated Frieza's ass no matter how tough it was.
And that was a real possibility. Megatron is a master tactician and manipulator with millions of years of combat experience. Frieza, on the other hand, has always relied on his raw power and intimidation to win fights.
When things don't go his way, he has a tendency to freak out.
However,
Right.
Frieza has survived getting most of his body obliterated and kept going.
Which meant the antimatter wasn't a surefire win.
That
He
makes-
would have to completely cover Frieza's whole body before he
They're
could
not
react,
completely cover him?
And Frieza was way too fast for
Okay, so you say he's way too fast for that, but from the get-go with your own speed feats, he outclassed him by speed by a landslide. He should have been dead off rip. Does that not make sense? So how that you... Okay.
that.
While Megatron scaled to characters who could cross galaxies, Frieza has kept up with Goku, who should be at least trillions of times faster.
And on his
Exactly. So why was it even close in the first place? That makes no sense. Bro.
smaller size and key force fields, Frieza had more than enough ways to avoid, defend, or survive the antimatter.
So Megatron's only option was power. While Megatron has survived planet-busting explosions and even fought with a being that had the energy of a universe behind it, Golden Frieza was just too much for him, considering he certainly...
Let's rehear this one more time. Yeah, it even says notably faster. What? Oh, that's like all you need to know. Like, what?
of a universe behind it, Golden Frieza explosions and even fought with a being that had the energy of a universe behind it.
Energy with the universe
Golden
behind
Frieza
it.
was just too much for him, considering he certainly surpassed Goku and Beerus' Punch Clash. Since Universe 7 as a whole should be over 13 times larger than our own universe, Frieza's super forms
Where'd they get that
far
number from?
exceed Megatron's own power.
And that feat happened at the beginning of Dragon Ball Super. Goku has gotten leagues stronger since then, and Black Frieza is currently beyond him. There was just no way Megatron was strong enough to keep up.
Megatron was a
You say that, but yet in the animation it was close. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Exactly, like I'm confused.
foe, but
Bro,
Frieza's
Death Battle
power,
taking L's
speed,
as usual.
and sheer survivability allowed him to crush the Decepticon leader underfoot.
I guess you could say Megatron was cool, but Frieza was cooler.
The
Jesus Christ. Also, the whole antimatter thing. If it touches you, wouldn't it delete your entire body? Or am I tripping? I'm pretty positive it would just delete your entire body. But hey, I could be wrong. Dislike of hell. That was so bad. Yeah, the animation was good, but it was close for no reason.